What up, you ugly sons of a bitch? You are one ugly Okay, let's go over the 3 Glocks I bought for 2019. Now, immediately I know what you're thinking. Why the hell would you buy a Glock 45 and a Glock 19X? They're the exact same thing. And I understand that. So we'll start off from the left and work our way right, and I'll answer some questions. This right here is the Glock 19X that I bought for 2019. I am currently running the Olight Balder Pro, BLDR Pro, whatever it's called. Yeah, Balder Pro. With the green laser in the light. I tell you what, it's pretty good. Where are we at here? Right there. It's pretty good. I like it. I got no complaints about it. Now this G19X, as you see, you're able to fit Gen 5. You're able to fit Gen 5 17 mags in there. You just have to put the speed plate from Magpul on there, and it fits on just fine. No problem. I like that because I got about 10 of these, 10 of the Glock 17 Gen 5 mags. And then I've got about 4 of these. These are the factory G19X mags. But they fit in there perfectly. You don't have to hacksaw that off or anything like that. Balder Pro's been working great on it. I have it set for 25 yards. This obviously is the 19X, so it comes with your night sights right there, which are excellent. They are from Trijicon, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm trying to. Well, I think all night sights that use a tritium have to be made by Trijicon. Even though these are Glock labeled, Trijicon I think is the only one that has the license to do that. The 19X I shot extremely well. I've got meaty, muscular hands from my profession that I do. And I don't have long hands. So while I'm able to grip the gun with no problems, what my issues usually are is going to be, because my hands are a little meaty, they tend to fill up the whole grip. And that's fine. You know, I've got no complaints, as I'm able to get to the trigger, no problem. But on the magazine, I do have to ship my grip to remove the mag. But other than that, I'm able to get to the slide release just fine. The gun, I shot this when I first got this, which I want to say was the beginning of 2019 when it came out. And there's actually a reason why I got this beyond the fact that I just like the feel of it and I liked how it shot. I'm starting a little collection of all the pistols that were in the most recent trials. And I do have a nice M17 surplus that is in extraordinarily great condition. Like, maybe a magazine through it, if that, which I'll do a video on after this one. But that's why I got the Glock 19X. I want to build up a collection of all of the pistols that were in the competition. I have seen now on Gunbroker, there was a guy selling Glock 19Xs with RMR Type 2s, the tan ones, milled in, a lanyard, night suppressor sights, suppressor height sights, and then on here it says law enforcement /export only, and he says they're from a SOCOM overrun. It's on Gunbroker. Look up 19X. He sells them in like you could buy 5 of them for like $3,600 or 10 of them for like $9,000 or something like that. And I don't know if I'm pretty sure he's lying. I don't believe that they are a SOCOM overrun of Glock 19s that were modified for the military, and this is an overrun batch of them. He wants $1,777 or something like that for them. I would buy one, but I'm pretty sure they're fake. And honestly, if I could just go out and have somebody laser engrave the same thing here, mill in the RMR, put the suppressor height sights on it, then I'll do that. But I don't think I'll do that to this one, because I do want to keep one factory. I want to keep one factory looking, and just keep it so it's not so Gucci'd up or made to look like something it's not. So that's the 19X. Like I said, I bought this because I shot one and I shoot it extremely well, and that's what really matters. Yes, you could train to shoot anything well, but when something's natural, you kind of want to stick with that, okay? Not stick with it, but you kind of want to start there. I also do run my Surefire 300 on that, the tan one on that one, but I haven't had a chance to really put a lot of rounds through that one yet. Next is the Glock 45. This has got the TLR1 on it, which also, when they're mounted up like that, they are getting their asses kicked. The Surefires are, the TLR1s are, the Balders are. Now, this has got a Magpul 21 rounder. I do like the Magpul magazines. I've had no issues. It's weird. It's like Magpul makes great magazines, but for some reason, the Glock PMags, I know they had a little stumble out the gate where if you were putting them into a 19, they were having issues where there was a little stumble out of the gate there where it would kind of hiccup. And like most things nowadays, it seems like nobody's been able to forgive or forget, so they all ride that train and say, "Oh, never trust a PMag, never trust a PMag." I've seen these things go through torture tests. I've seen them run over by cars. I don't buy my shit to torture test it. Just so you guys know, I don't buy it to throw it off a bridge or throw it into a pool for 3 years or to run my RMR up against a tree for half an hour. I don't do stuff like that. I look for stuff that's already been. I let other people do that. I'm not spending, $1,000, $2,000, $700, $500 to then take something, beat the living shit out of it, and then go, okay, it meets my standards. Because first of all, chances are I may have done damage to it that I'm not aware of yet, or has not shown itself yet. And down the road, it might fail because of that quote-unquote torture test, even though it was still working at the time. So you'll never see that on my channel. I really don't do reviews either. I just kind of give you guys a little showcase here, show you it under under a camera, tell you what I bought. There are way too many channels out there that do a way better job than I could ever do. And with my job's security clearance and stuff like that, and the nature of my job, I cannot have my face on camera. So I'm not going to be going around. You're just not. I just can't. It's not that I'm cocky or I'm like afraid to be on camera. It's just I can't deal with that bullshit. Now the Glock 45 is literally a 19X, but in black and front serrations. This one has the cheap U sights. I'll be putting a pair of suppressor height sights on here. I was thinking of sending it out to get milled, but I think that's also kind of pointless. I think suppressor height sights will be fine. And the reason why I think that's kind of pointless is because with both the 19 MOS that I have here in the 45 is, if I really want to do a red dot with suppressor height sights, I could just do that. And there's no need for me to go out and get this milled. Now, that being said, I may do that anyway. I'm definitely putting suppressor height sights on here. I got a great kit that makes putting these suppressor height, that makes putting on any sights easy as hell. It's a whole armorer's kit for Glock, and it does a really good job. Drop your gun much? So that's my Glock 45. I like it. It's not bad. I can't complain. It hasn't done me wrong. Obviously, I haven't had any issues with this. The TR01, I'm going to be getting the Philsters extended controls on there like I do for the 19. The one thing I do want to say is that with these is you could over travel and push this in too much, and what happens when you do that is the light actually shuts off. So if you're in the heat of the battle and you bring this down and you hold it down, the light will not turn on until you let go of it. That's one thing I noticed. These are glued on there and they are pushed all the way in. So just because they're that extended lever, they do kind of cause a little undue stresses, I guess you could call it. But that's my Glock 45. Very happy with it. I'm most likely going to be stippling the frame. Well, I'm definitely going to be stippling the frame. I'm going to be switching over to probably a Surefire X300 on this one. This TLR, I've been just testing it, making sure it works good, everything like that. Like I said, I don't do torture tests. I just put them on my gun, see how I like them, see how they feel. I don't really like the length of the control, but you filled that Philster guy. He also makes a longer version of that. So that's the Glock 45. All right. Now the Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS. Now this has been a treat. This is a really, I really enjoy this. I don't know if I'm going to stipple the frame on this. I most likely will. I'm pretty good at it. I've done a few dozen firearms. Personally, I think some of my work looks better than most of the stuff I've seen people pay for. All these guns, this has the least amount of rounds through it. It's got about 750 rounds through it. The 19X has over 1,000, and the 45 has about 1,000. Put the suppressor height sights on here, obviously. They co-witness. This is the 6.5 MOA dot on the RMR Type 2 here. Works pretty good. Can't complain. I like it, and that's all that matters to me, really. But that's about it, guys. I just wanted to go through, show you the stuff I got. I put a speed plate on here, too. But it will fit, any. The only difference is that these 15s obviously won't fit into something like the 45 or the 19. I'll just grab the 19 here, because obviously the longer frame doesn't allow it to reach up in there. Oh, yeah. All right. So you figure, and by putting the speed plate on here, like I said, it makes it so you can easily fit Gen 5 mags on your 19 with these speed plates. And I have about 10 or 12. I think I have 12 of the 17s, 10 of these, 4 of these, and then I have about 24 of the Magpul 21 round magazines, which I love. I'm not sure why people are getting hate. Like I said, I know people are hating on these big time, or hating on PMags for the Glocks big time, but I think that's kind of stupid. I think that's kind of stupid, but I think they're fine. And yes, I do number my mags, because if you ever have a problem, you want to be able. It's not so much. Somebody one time, so what the fuck did they say in one of my comments in my video? I think I was looking at something with an AR, and it was like the number was in the 50s or something like that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, what are you fucking lying about the number of magazines you have?" And it's like, jerk off, I have hundreds of them. I'm not lying. It's not something. It's you number them so you can tell. Oh, number 13's having a problem. You don't have to sit there and spray paint the fucking mag. You could just write it down somewhere. And then what I do is, so it doesn't look like, well, this one looks like it's E1. But some of them, it could look like it's 19 or 91 or 61. With this, it's red, white, and blue. So, obviously, it goes left to right. Red, white, and blue. So, white being the numbers all the time. That's why I do that, like that. And then, yeah. Quite honestly, I can't remember what I do if it's a lower number. Like 02. I gotta go look, but I can't remember how I did that. But that's it. The 19X, the 19, and the 45. All of the Glocks I bought for 2019. And I'm happy with them. I think, like I said, I might turn this into a little fun toy. I want to kind of keep the 19X, this particular 19X standard, and I might try to make it look like one of those fake SOCOM ones I saw on Gunbroker. Not unless one of you can confirm that those are real, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it. All right, have a good one.